Howdy guys, today we're gonna react to what if all these Spanish-speaking nations united. I think it's gonna be really interesting. Let's go. Alright bro, so what if all Spanish-speaking countries united today from real life lore? Man, what would have happened? Or what would happen? My guess is a lot of people, a fairly large economy. I don't think it's gonna be anything super surprising, but let's go. Plus guys, don't hate on your boy. I'm gonna have my breakfast. The weather is really shitty today, so I was like, you know what, why not just record some videos, man.
Tales delivered straight to your door by clicking the link in the description.
Good stuff,
The
good
Spanish
stuff.
Empire in its heyday
Oh
used to
man,
be
look
the
at
most
that empire,
powerful
baby.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
empire that the world had ever seen. Over the centuries, however, her power began to gradually erode away. But the
You wouldn't
empire's
want to be
lasting
Spain.
legacy, the Spanish language has remained a strong force in the modern world. Spanish is the fourth most spoken language in the world,
Damn.
has more native speakers than English, and is one of the 6 official languages of the United Nations. Spanish is the
Good for us.
majority language spoken in 21 different countries and territories around the world that largely mirror the historical borders of the old Spanish Empire. So what would happen if all 21 of these countries
I think also it's like a semi-official language in the state of New Mexico. I know you guys can tell me, but I think that's the case.
united today to create a new and modern Spanish Empire of the 21st century? To begin with, the territory of this vast empire would make it the second largest country in the world, significantly behind Russia in first place. The empire would be home to a population of 452,346,000
Alright.
people,
Not
which
bad.
is 6%
Not
of
bad at all.
everybody in the world. However, that still only makes it the third largest country in the world.
Yeah,
in terms
China
of
and India, of
population,
course.
Since India and China both have significantly
that's sad,
greater
man.
numbers of people. 10% of the empire's population would live in Europe, less than 1% would live in Africa, and the vast
Equatorial
majority would live
Africa.
in the scattered territories of the Americas. Mexico City would be by far the largest city in this new empire, followed by Buenos Aires, Bogota, Lima, and Santiago. Out of the top 10 largest cities, only 2, Madrid and Barcelona, would be located inside of Spain. Mexico alone would account for over 1 out of every 4 people
Mexico
in the
strong.
empire. And speaking of the population of this empire, the people that make it up would be an incredibly ethnically diverse group. Mestizos, meaning people of mixed European and Amerindian.
Plus, this empire would have a shit ton of oil, man. Mexico has oil, probably some other country in South America has oil, but Venezuela, man, one of the largest oil reserves out there. I mean, we would be banking.
And heritage make up the majority of this population at 60%, while people that identify as
White.
exclusively white make up 18%
Oh,
of
really?
the population.
That's it?
And people that identify as exclusively Amerindian or indigenous make up a further 14%. People who identify as black make up 3%, and the remaining 5% is a mixed group of various other ethnicities. The empire would also be overwhelmingly Catholic, with 72% of the population adhering to this faith.
Catholic
1 out of
nation,
every
y'all.
4 Catholics in the entire world would call the new Spanish Empire home.
That's not a
while
lot.
further 13% of the empire's population would be Protestant, and 10% would be irreligious, agnostic, or atheist. Of course,
Atheist
Spanish
nation.
would be by far the most spoken language in the empire. 94% of the population would claim Spanish as their mother tongue,
I mean, if it's the Spanish Empire, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
while hundreds of various indigenous languages of the Americas would be spoken by a further 5% of the population. Economically speaking, the empire would have a GDP of 4.63 trillion US dollars.
That's it?
Making it the fourth
That's not a lot. I thought it'd be more. I think it'd be closer to like 6 trillion. 4.6? I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. And by the way, guys, do you like my shirt? I'm feeling particularly Mexican today. You know, it's like a badass skull.
largest economy in the world behind
badass.
Japan, China, and the United States.
Damn,
the
bro.
Spanish Empire would also
We're
control
broke.
the largest oil reserves in the world in modern-day Venezuela. So while gold and silver was the main commodity plundered in the New World by Spain in the 16th and 17th centuries, oil would likely be the main commodity of the 21st century.
Amen.
The Spanish Empire would also have one of the largest militaries in the world,
How many?
with 1,593,000
damn.
active duty troops and another 1,870,000
Oh, damn.
placed into
Nobody gonna mess
reserves.
with us.
Combining the two, and the empire would have the 6th largest military in the world, with more soldiers than either the United States or China. The budget that would fund this military, though, would be a bit lacking at only 51.9 billion US dollars, the 7th largest budget
That's
in
sad.
the world, ahead of the United Kingdom, but remaining behind France, India, and Saudi Arabia. The capital of this new Spanish Empire might be Madrid for historical reasons, but much more likely would actually be Mexico City, owing to the fact that it would
Yeah.
be the largest city in the empire, is already the capital city of
Take
Mexico,
that, dudes.
and is the largest city in the entire Western Hemisphere, which is where the majority of the Spanish Empire's territory and population would be located.
We
There
rule,
would be
baby.
several beautiful vacation destinations across the new country in both the Americas and Europe. But if you want a small slice of a vacation to any of these destinations without leaving your house, then you should check out Shaker and
Alright,
Spoon.
sponsors, yeah. It was a rather short video, man. Well, like I said, nothing surprising. I guess the only surprising thing was the economy. It was like fairly small. Like 4.6 trillion for a country of almost 500 million people. It's depressing. But hey, I mean, Mexico makes up a fourth of the population. Using those numbers, it kind of makes up like a fifth or even closer to a 4% of the economy, GDP. And our military is not that good. I think actually Colombia has a bigger military than Mexico, or has like more military spending. So yeah, we don't put that much to it. But hey, that was actually pretty good. Let's watch another one.